Hello, this is Steam Streaming Activity. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So, last time we went through the prison planetoid, Rykadi Philia, and found out about a heresy happening there. Plus, we had some weird interactions with our servitors. They were acting quite, well, for lack of a better term, weirdly or unnaturally for them. Almost like they had some sort of intelligence inside them. But we have resolved it and destroyed malfunctioning machines. And now we can return back to the Cronus Expanse map. No, Rykad system map. So, we are still in orbit of Rykadi Philia, but there is an unidentified voidship in the system, so let's head there. The Vox crackles to life as Master Helmsman Reva addresses you. What we have here, Lord Captain, is not very noticeable, but there's a voidship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We are registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there is incoming transmission now too. Hear us. The Vox transmission hisses and abruptly cuts to static. Do not request assistance. Beat. Do not require assistance. Copy. The Vox relay is a different voice. Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Roar protects. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Rykadi Philia colony that is refusing help, which, not to put a fine point on it, has not yet been offered to them. Reva, can we establish communication? Let the vessel identify itself. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel. We are receiving you. Identify yourself. I repeat, identify yourself. For a brief moment, the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another. Do not tell him. We are done for. This is Thunderfang. We are. One of the voices falters uncertainly and is replaced by another. A merchant vessel, do you copy? We are private merchant vessel. A merchant vessel. Of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Reva, damage report on unknown vessel. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, why can we not identify you? You can make out hoarse and furious whispering, even over the crackling of the static. Why? I don't know. What if... Certainly not. The whispering dies, and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damages preventing the correct identification. We assure you. Full merchant's vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly damaged. What happened to you? The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly. Another swears with some foul expletives, and yet another hisses, furiously demanding that the other shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We're just flying, minding our own business, straight out of the blue and opened fire. Miracle we could get away. Emperor protected, and then more fire. Who, Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folk, are left without our help. We never got them. Thunderfang? Now, stop playing games and explain again what your business is here. And this time, I highly recommend the truth. Happy now. What have you done, idiot? It is too late now. The Vox channel is again filled with angry whispering of several voices. The whispers and statics are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot. On a different business. To help our own out of jail. Do not hurt, please. We already had our chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of plunder, I mean goods. In case you are unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in a Coronis expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. The honeyed voice of High Factorum interrupts the translation with a polite cough. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you, although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions. The Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. Let's see what they have. And now, actually, we can offload some of our own goods. And they have a flamer. And I know who needs a flamer in our party. Argenta. So, where is range attack? That might be a cloak for Argenta as well. And I think we should have few heretical trophies to give them. Only one, really. Okay, we can give them some jewelry. I kind of want to push them to level 2 so that we can get more from them. So that's some jewelry. What else we can give them that we don't need, and how much is it going for? I think we can give them 2 armor kits. And do we have any ship components? No, we don't. So then we can give them, do we have more? Yeah, we can give 2 more armor kits and 1 ranged weapon kit. So with this, we'll have enough to, get the level 1 reputation with them, meaning we can buy more. We can get the fencing body glove. Yep, we are gonna take this for ourselves. Then more grenades, stalker's gloves. If the wearer's range attack hits an enemy, the wearer gains +5. These most likely will go for Argenta. Though it's range attack, they might go for Idira as well, because her psychic attacks mostly are range attacks. We definitely want all the medkits. Power Maul, I will give that to Abelard, because he will focus on power weapons for us. And yeah, I think this is it for now. This could be good for Abelard. Reaper Cape grants 12% dodge reduction to the wearer's melee attacks. He's our melee guy, so that would be appropriate. But I don't know if we can push it to level 2 with what we got. Now we need another 1,000. We have some melee weapons we can trade in. And ranged weapons. But that does not give us enough reputation. So... well, fuel as well. 900... no fuel. Oh no, we can get it to 1,000. Then let's do so. And with that we can get the axe that, well, we won't really use. That's two-hand axe. But we want the Reaper Cape and the blending grenades. They will come in useful. Yeah, for now that is all we can get from the Void Brothership. The Fellowship of the Void, yeah. Good. And we can head straight to the inventory. So for us, we want the War World fencing body glove. Because that will give us extra dodge against melee attacks and extra parry. So, though we are not really using any close combat weapon, and I don't think we will be in close combat that much. I might give this. What do you have? Yeah, I might give this to Adir actually. She might run into some trouble because we have to move her around quite a bit. There, and then this is normal armored body glove. We can give carapace chestplate to Cassia. As light armor, it won't interfere with her dodge, but she will get some extra armor now. So that's that. Then regarding cloaks, I want to give a camouflage robe to Argenta because, yeah, the wearer's range attack decrease their target's dodge by 5%. Which does not stack, but it will be easier for her to shoot the opponents and they won't be able to dodge away. Then, regarding Reaper's Cape, I'm going to give that to Abelard. Because, yeah, melee area attack will be better, and Power Mauls have the Power Swing, which is rather great melee attack. I'm waiting until I can give Abelard some two-handed power weapons, specifically hammers. He's really good with big hammers. Then, I don't think we'll need this auto gun ever. Now, regarding Argenta, as her secondary, I honestly want to give her a flamer. Because she is a Sister Sororitas. It's one of the Adeptus Sororitas battle nuns, so they really do like to use their flamers. And now we have given her one. What else do we have? Yeah, if the wearer's ranged attack hits an enemy, the wearer gains 5% bonus to critical hit chance for the next ranged attack against the same enemy. Yes, we will do this because when we do her area range attacks, it's very possible she will hit the same opponent multiple times. And with this, she will get 5% bigger chance to do a critical hit, which we definitely want to happen. Yes, so I think that is it. We will hold on to the saturated cape. It will come in handy for other people that we will pick up later. But as for now, we are good. We can actually put the... I'm thinking here. I might actually give the axe to Abelard. For now. It has a bigger melee... well, the bigger area attack for the melee hack and slash. So yeah, I will give him the big axe for now. Yeah, he will get a power weapon later. Yeah, it has pretty good armor penetration as well. Then, so what are we giving up? What don't we need? Ripper Auto Pistol we will hold on to. Dead Shot we will hold on to. Do we have a better chainsword? No, not yet, but we definitely don't need Armored Body Glove. It has outstayed its usefulness, and so has the Serrated Knife. And Mezzo Pattern Auto Gun as well. No one's really gonna use it. These two might come in handy in the near future. I really don't like this one. But it has willpower, perception. Let's see, what do you have here? Inventory. Idira, so yours gives only +5 to willpower. This gives willpower and perception. Yeah, it has better bonuses. We will most likely change this up again in the near future, but yeah. At the moment, this can go away. There. We have cleaned up our inventory again. Now, the last place we have not been to, which has some quests for us, is Rykad Minoris. Let's head there. Again, the Voidship's bridge. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. Oh, ghosts. So ship is haunted. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at a dozen upon dozen of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if on its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voidvir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Alright, well, we are still haunted by the deaths of the people that we send to their graves, so let's go with the third option. Stop! I did not wish for any of you to die. The dead remain deaf to your words, creeping ever closer with the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize that your trembling hand has found the shard when its razor-sharp edge cuts into your palm. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer holding a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with a strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and unusual hilt adorned with an image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have held this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Yeah, no. Throw the demon blade away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eyes set your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hand. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloody shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your walks and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Yeah, so we got rid of a cursed item. And we are back at our, well, Lord Captain's quarters. Oh, interesting. And there are some goods here. Let's see, what's this? I'll collect this and then take a read. There, cracked data slate. Binary then N872-04. The final transaction with the chartists are complete. The fiery reckoning is now fully equipped. The object has been loaded aboard with its containment intact and placed into the forebay to ensure maximum contact with the target. Coordinates sent and received by the bridge. Target estimate time to arrival in the system. The fiery reckoning is crewed by servitor Hive. Chances of the ship returning are minimal. Estimated time, again, a lot of static, so we don't know really what happened there. But something about fiery reckoning, and it's most likely a ship, at least from the naming. And let's see about the unfinished letter. His chagrin is irrelevant. Void Via's mistake cost me too much. Years of work, tremendous resources, all wasted. He has failed at what he was supposed to be. Irreproachable at. Uncovering spies, and this one was a senior officer. I am not about to discard him. Conrad has served me for too long for his removal to go painlessly for the Protectorate. Besides, he is no fool. He could not have seriously expected to become the next in the Von Valencius line when his skills and talents as Master of Whispers are so valuable. Let his disinheritance serve as humiliating but instructive lesson from which he may yet learn. Yeah, so he was never going to be an heir to the Von Valencius dynasty, but it seems that his mistake was not that he was corrupted, it seems, but that he let enemy spies inside Theodora's inner circle. Or at least as one of the officers. What's that? Is that the crest of our family? I can't see it, but it's definitely here. The coat of arms of House Von Valencius is crowned with the text of the Oath of the Rogue Traders. The Emperor's faithful servants. Okay. Let's head back to the bridge. And down to the planet. Oh, we finally can arrive at Rykad Minoris. Rykad Minoris, not Rykadi. There. And what do we have here? A starport. Well then, yep. Got it. And we have our full crew complement. Let us drop on the planet. Still loading. Well, when we entered the system, we were warned that there would be trouble. And there is definitely trouble. They seared some of our shuttle's wings. The starport greets you with a din of ordnance, and the smell of explosives tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing! A man is in a torn and dirty uniform hobbles towards you from behind the chunks of rockreed and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malgar. All right, so our skies are locked down, rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it? And on a shuttle like that? Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He is visibly awed by the resplendent gold on your transport. Grab on, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne! What is this mess? Idiota glances around. They're in a tough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Abelard, enlightened, is rabble out about proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before rogue trader von Valencius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give her ladyship formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier and barks, My mistake, ma'am. At once. The starport is under control of Governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sarge. A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls on the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with the crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, ma'am. Sergeant Las Malgar, reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. Affirmative, your ladyship, ma'am. It's all those damned rebels. Those maggots somehow got their hands on an anti-aircraft battery and is causing our shuttles no end of trouble. The thing really packs a punch. We're lucky they missed you. I've seen them fry 2 shuttles carrying reinforcements. No soul survived. What is going on here? Unrest, ma'am. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenal, the mag train stations. Then Felek tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble on Rykad Minoris. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. Cassia lets out a sorrowful sigh. You may continue your report, peasant. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priest linked the satellites reported sightings of strange voidships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykad Minoris. The governor took precautionary measures and ordered to increase the security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden detail. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. So, what caused this rebellion? Ill thoughts, ma'am. We've fallen on hard times. The ground keeps shaking, things keep exploding. The people are scared. They've forgotten all about their duty. And that's when those Emperor forgive me preachers came. They started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming, more and more of them. Okay. Who are you, anyway? Sergeant Las Malgar, ma'am. 11th generation loyal soldier of House Winterscale, awarded 3 commendations for faultless service. Ever since the olden days, his lordship, the rogue trader, has recruited soldiers and shipwrights on Rykad Minoris, so there is no greater honor for Rykadian than serving his lordship with diligence. So, well, he has done well. Pat him on the soldier. You're doing fine work, Malgar, and so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. The sergeant's grim voice rings with martyr's pride. Do you happen to know if a member of the Inquisition has come here? At the word Inquisition, the sergeant's face fills with awe. I don't know, ma'am. There's definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your ladyship, ma'am. I'll be going there, yeah. If I may report, ma'am, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters they better send out convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Idiota frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if she is looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know the same hands that salutes you now might falter in darkness. Rank and equalets won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. Is the path ahead dangerous? What exactly awaits me there? The sergeant sighs heavily. All of our roadblocks are gone. The whole place is in the rebels' hands. The city is almost lost, so no help will come. We are surrounded by rebels. And watch your step, ma'am. The streets are chock full of mines. His remark about mines lodged itself in your memory. More than anything, you will need to watch the ground and not your surroundings. You'd rather risk a shot from a rebel or a jittery soldier than experience a few handful of little frag shrapnels resting on top of some 300 grams of explosive Vaseline. Yeah, I guess that's how you pronounce it. What tech priest? A very important person from Adeptus Mechanicus arrived on the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. He kept on asking whether anyone by the name of Amarant or Amanat or something like that had recently arrived. Barely answered any of our questions though. Said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. You're a good soldier, Malgar. I'll see that your heroism is noted. The sergeant blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. Oh, there, we're done with the dialogue, but it seems that we have some rumors. Warden of Expanse. So Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar is a powerful and mysterious figure who plays a pivotal role in the fate of Coronis Expanse. His power is so great that it extends even over rogue traders. Interesting. An unidentified voidship. According to the satellites, one of the unidentified voidships circling the nearby star has landed on a large uninhabited world in a system. Well, we'll see about that. So, there is a dead guard. There are some other guards. I don't think they will tell us anything interesting. Yep, they are just dying. And here we have some cargo to trade with the pirates. A grand viaduct of receiving esteemed guests is buried under the rubble. Yep. So it won't service us. And they really flayed one of the wings of our shuttle. Assholes. Now some more goods. Artillery, do you copy? Requesting barrage on Launchpad 3. I must knock this out of there. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before Lord Captain for questioning and trial. Yeah, so they can't even get their artillery to shoot at the target. Now let's pick up more of cargo. I do not think rogue traders should take personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient. Of course. So let's save before we head down here. And actually, I finally need to see about our formation. Because, yeah, otherwise it looks a bit janky, doesn't it? Yeah, this should be fine. For now. Let's head on down. Oh, this is an artifact. Interesting. This is the first time I see this bug here. I will live with that. Alright, so we want to take this position, then set Cassia here. Abelard will take the front, followed by... Well, where can I put her? I guess I can put her here. Argenta, and Idira will stay here. There. We have the first turn due to our officer abilities. I will grant Abelard...
I'm afraid not.
Oh, he's too far. Yeah, okay. Well, Argenta it is then. She can open fire already. 37%. Let's go. Argent as usual, but we can raise the momentum. Well, nothing else you can do. Pause. Now it's our turn. We can give Abelard extra movement. There. And he should be able to smack this guy. Yes, he is. There. Ah, again. I always forget to use his brace for impact at the start, so that we get extra turns and Cassia can get her extra buffs. Oh well, we'll survive. We won't move though. But Abelard now will be their primary target, for all intents and purposes. Yep. Okay, Argenta's turn. She can run and gun. That's the first thing she can do. So, this will give her cover. And then she can take out these guys. Yeah.
As the Emperor commands, I am.
Hopefully she can... Oh, she missed all of the shots. Marvelous. Okay, and like this. Can you hit the 36%? At least one guy was taken out. That is something. Marvelous. She's just missing everything. Okay, we can pull Idira up. So, we will start by her buffing herself. Then she will buff Abelard with extra dodge. Yes, and let's try to take out the Rebel Agitator. From the distance here, yep, 85%. There we go.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
He goes down. Now. Fine, let's move Cassie up. She will give voice of command to Abelard. Now, Waking Nightmare. Can she hit? She can hit these targets. Good.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
That will down their willpower, and then extra turn for Abelard. Now, Abelard first up, he can pull these opponents, make him the primary target, and smack the Rebel Bruiser again. There. One less opponent. This will target Argenta, I think. Yes, she gets extra movement. She doesn't really need to move. Okay, that's it. Cassie, you don't need to move anywhere else. We can take this position, I guess. I doubt that they will shoot at us. Is Abelard? Yeah, he's under voice of command, so we can move him. So first things first, we can move him here.
A tactically sound approach.
And then we can give him extra turn, extra attack. So he can do area attack. There. One down. Good. And do I want to... No, I don't. I will give him our special ability here. And then Abelard can move here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
And smack these three guys. There. Now, he can get this guy to think of him as primary target and fortify himself. Now, most of them will attack Abelard, which is what we wanted. Can we take any of these guys out? Not really. Fine. No, and now it's Abelard's actual turn. Huh, okay.
Follow my lead.
So he can finish this guy off. And then charge at that guy. Good, Abelard's doing whatever he can. More fortification. Oh, they're actually coming after us. Assholes. I'll have to deal with that. Oh, for fuck. I hate when NPCs, well, the friendly NPCs start to fire, because they will most likely hit us. Oh, for fuck's sake, they took out the Dira. Traumas, no shit, we got traumas. Assholes. Then basically NPCs helped us take out the Dira, and they hit Cassie as well. Assholes. Okay, you won't go near that guy. Where is the rebel gunner? There's a rebel gunner. Fine, you can take out that one. Single shot, because you will miss your multi-shot. Oh, for I have only profanity for Argenta. Oh, they want to kill our crew. Shh, don't. Oh, God. I don't trust those. Oh, yeah, she healed herself due to her abilities. Honestly, fuck that guard.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And look me in the eye. Okay. Abelard is not under voice of...
That is
Really? I can't? Well, then I will take extra turn. Pick up my secondary weapon and smack him with a sword. There we go. Good. Then no, I can't voice of command Abelard, but I can voice of command Argenta. Okay. So that's a turn. Then I can give Argenta extra turn. And she... Oh, 43%. She might actually take out the... Okay, she did take out the gunner. Good. That's what we needed her to do. Then we can move up. Activate at all costs. And shoot rebel gunner. Not that it will really matter. Because Abelard will just stand here and smack him. Exactly. Okay, this went worse than I thought. Strength and tough. Oh, okay, that's okay. And she loses one action point. Yeah, well, that's not good. But we'll survive. Ooh, what do we get here? Nope, armor, body, glove is shite. We already have carapace chestplate for everybody we need. Scrappy lasgun can go away. And shock baton is unnecessary. Good. So all of that goes into cargo. I guess I did blunder a bit when I sent my guys to the front there. But oh well. These things happen. And we survived this encounter. Not too worse for wear. But honestly, any allied unit in this game is more trouble than it's worth, because most likely it will shoot your units, well, yeah, than the opponents. Which is a bit crap, but, you know, these things happen. quite often, I might add. Let's see, Lore Imperium. There we go. Written on the side of the shuttle is, in pilot's lowly slang, are the words, "Do not touch. A shipment of tides to the blessed Lord Captain Caligos Winterscale. Perhaps there is something worthy of your attention in the shuttle." Let's see. A cloak. Increase the range of officer archetype abilities by +1 cell. Yes. I think either what do we have here? Extra dodge. Now I will hold on to extra dodge. That's for our survivability. But we can give Commander's Cloak to Cassia. Yep. That's all good. Now,
guide our way.
let's see about the goodies. Some more cargo. And what else is here? No, lucky Jaspar. The eyes lie, the final dawn purifies vision. Folks, how about you don't come any closer and I don't shoot you? Gain true vision, renounce false sight. All will be revealed. Oh, Abelard will just go and smack them. Yep. The young, shaggy-haired soldier is still pale. Nonetheless, as you approach, he holsters his pistol, the hallmark of a good discipline. He gives you a somewhat frightened but genuine smile. Thank you, my lady. You arrived in nick of time. I don't know what those babbling creeps wanted with me, but it definitely wasn't anything good. Are you unharmed, soldier? All thanks to you, my lady. Those blind lunatics all over the city right now. These rebels, damn them to the void, go around maiming anyone they get their hands on and scorching their eyes. Then they leave the poor sods driven mad by the pain to wander the streets, babbling nonsense. He lowers his voice and adds with gravity. Yeah, extra gravitas. The command doesn't want anyone to talk about it, but I've heard whispers that it's not just some nonsense. It's heresy, actual heresy. Because listening to it scrambles your brain. It made one platoon man freeze in his tracks while the blind mob got a hold of him and carried him from his post off to who knows where. Who are you? Lucky Jaspar, Governor's AD and personal walks operator. I was dispatched to the airport on special orders. The young man proclaims, desperately trying to tame his tousled hair. And what exactly were you doing here on your own? Following Governor Medina's special instructions, namely, he grits his teeth with a painted expression furrowing his brow. Oh right, it's a secret assignment. I can't talk about it. I think we can persuade him. With persuasion, it's 100% chance, and coercion as well. Wink at the dear Mistress Glass. Would you kindly read all his thoughts for me? Actually, yeah, let's have some fun with the soldier. Mistress Glass, would you kindly read all his thoughts for me? Idiota winks back at you slyly. As you wish, Lord Captain. Will reveal all his secrets in a jiff, though I can't guarantee that his brains won't melt into mush in the process. But that's collateral, right? He pales, his eyes darting between you and Idiota. No need, my lady. I'd rather volunteer everything myself than let this one rummage around in my head. She might break something. But I beg of you, don't tell anyone, or the governor will turn my brains to mush for sure. So why did they send you to the starport? I'm supposed to deliver updated Vox codes, and how should I put it? Assess the situation. The planet is a real mess at the moment. The rebels have found their way into our Voxnet and are now eavesdropping. This made proper communication impossible. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium... yeah, it's C. Cenobium had sent out a distress call before it went dark. And who even knows what's happening in the system? There's been a riot in Rykadi Philia, the prison planetoid. Uruk 5's station is silent, although the navigators They have always been a reclusive bunch. I was hoping I'd be lucky enough to run into a pilot or a captain here who could give me an update, but that's hardly a possibility right now. The rebels are blasting anything that tries to land out of the sky with their damned cannon. He stops talking a little too abruptly. Okay, we know what happened on Yurak 5. Let's ask about what he's hiding from us. There's something else you're hiding from me, isn't there? More classified secrets? Jaspar looks away. It's nothing classified, just personal. There's another reason why I'm here. My betrothed is missing. Rachel Rykadi, the esteemed Yvain Winterscale's personal pilot. When the riot reports came from Rykadi Philia, the Lord Yvain headed there personally. Then this rebellion started down here and we lost communication. No one knows how they're doing up there. You know what I'm afraid of? That they'll come back and these rebel scumbags will shoot them out of the sky. I wanted to find a place that's high up, set up Boxcaster there and send them a transmission. The sky is closed off, don't try to land. But I didn't make it in time. Those blind dogs chased after me, and as I was running I tripped and broke the caster. He hangs his head sadly. I'm worried for her. She's an excellent pilot, but I still worry. Abelard shakes his head disapprovingly, but his eyes are understanding. That is why all members of the Voidship clan share the same employment. No matter how devoted a servant of the Emperor is to their duty, there is always a danger that family ties might disrupt regulation and order. Worry not, for your Rachel is alive. I met her on Rykadi Philia. Really? That's marvelous. May the Emperor protect you for 1,000 years and then 1,000 more for bringing me such good news. He beams in elation. I'll name my firstborn after you, I swear. In fact, I'll name all my children after you. Fair enough, we know who Yvain is. Let's ask about the governor. Do you think the governor can handle the rebellion? Jaspar mumbles evasively. Well, obviously, I'm not some pessimist to say otherwise. I won't tell anyone. You really won't? Well then, if you ask me, things are pretty rotten. His words come flying at the rate of a stubber fire. Those rebels are strange. We would have easily quelled the normal riot. We're not some commoners, we're Rykadians, a naval elite of House Winterscale. But those people, they're vicious. They know no fear. And their attacks, they're so precise. It's like they know what's going to happen ahead of time. The command executed 7 officers on suspicion of espionage, but it's not about spying. They say the leader of the rebels is some two-faced Aurora who can see into the future. Now she is the real danger. Ideara scoffs and rubs her hands together in excitement. See now, she can see into the future, is that right? I'll see about that. She's up against the wrong psyche. My breezy whispers may be vague, but they're not failed me once. And I can tell you without asking my ethereal friends that her future does not look too bright now that the Lord Captain is involved. Okay, let's ask about well, maybe he knows something about the Inquisitor. I'm looking for an interrogator of the Inquisition who may have arrived on the planet. Have you heard of anyone matching that description? Jaspar's face quickly turns grey and he says, I have, but I don't know where he's now. I'm sorry, but I don't like to discuss the affairs of the Inquisition. Fair enough. Yep, I have no more questions. It was a pleasure to be of service to you, my lady. It's been nice to chat to someone normal. He glances warily at the body on the nearest blinded lunatic. I must take my leave. That's it. You're right, we shouldn't stay here or we might run into rebels. I'll go find a safe place to watch the sky for any landing shuttles. May the Emperor protect you, my lady. Whew, that was a mouthful. So... we are almost out of a starport, but there are more opponents here. as it's been near an hour, I think this is a good enough place to cut the episode. So yeah. This has been Team Scream Activity, and I'll see you next time. Bye.